everybody, welcome to Wild Boy Movies, the place to talk movies. And today, we're gonna be reviewing the Super Mario Bros. Movie, the 2023 3D animated movie based off the Mario video game franchise. Right now, I'm gonna have some information up on screen for you to read, like director, runtime, and PAA rating. All of that will be up on screen for you to read right now. But be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment down below your thoughts on the Super Mario Bros. Movie. But without further ado, let's get right into the pros. Alright, starting off, I gotta go ahead and talk about the animation of this movie, because the animation in here looks really good. Like, the Mushroom Kingdom in this movie looks amazing. Like, the animators of this movie did a great job with, like, the scenery backgrounds of this movie, because there are a lot of places in this Mario movie, whether that be the Mushroom Kingdom, Brooklyn, the Donkey Kong Country area, or even just some random spots like that mountain area, or even the little Yoshi area, or even the little Toast Arena Island, which now me seeing the trailers for Mario Galaxy, I'm surprised that we got to see Toast Arena early on in this world, but the backgrounds of this movie look very good, and the character designs as well look very faithful to the way that the characters look in the video games, and I just love how they went ahead and added on more details into like some of the outfits of these Mario characters. And I also thought the pacing of this movie was done very well. It's only an hour 32-minute movie, but yeah, I felt like that in terms of the pacing, it was done very well. It went from beat for beat very well, and I've heard like the argument that some people might feel that this movie is only just an hour long, and yeah, I could kind of see that, but I felt like that the pacing here really fits in comparison to something like Iron Lung, where that was like a 2-hour movie, but to me it felt like a runtime of the later Avatar sequels. Here, I felt like that the runtime for a Mario movie definitely fitted that hour 32-minute runtime. Along with that, there are some great little Easter eggs hidden in the backgrounds of this movie, and some that you definitely catch if you're like a fan of the Mario games. Like, I know I definitely caught that Mario rap whenever they had that little commercial at the beginning of the movie, or even that DK rap, which I didn't even expect to be in the movie when I first saw this movie back in 2023. And some of the little Easter eggs that we got just made it very fun and enjoyable to spot. Oh wait, there's this Easter egg, or there's that Easter egg, but for me, I really enjoy like the Mario Kart sequence. That might be a bias to me because the Mario Kart 8 game might just be one of my all-time favorite video games, up there with Minecraft. I think Mario Kart 8 and Minecraft, those I think are the two greatest video games that we got, at least in my opinion. And I really like how they incorporated the Mario Kart elements in this movie. Like, I love how we got like the zero gravity thing with the wheels. That was really cool. And that blue shell scene, that was very awesome to see, and kind of like a annoying thing as well, but that is really in terms of like the video games with that blue shell. But in the movie, that blue shell was just awesome to see, because it was something that we all know if we played the Mario Kart games. And the voice acting in this movie was also really good, and I think surprised a lot of people, because I remember the days when we got the cast reveal for this movie, people were just freaking out. Just some of the cast members didn't really fit the roles. Like, the big one was Chris Pratt as Mario. A lot of people were just, why is Chris Pratt even Mario? But I honestly think that Chris Pratt did a really good job in the role of Mario. I thought he was a pretty good character. And I also quite enjoy Keegan-Michael Key as Toad in here. I thought he did a pretty good job with that character and made it his own. And I thought he did a pretty good job there, same way he did a pretty good job with Bumblebee in Transformers 1. But there were honestly 3 cast members in this movie that I think did the best job in this movie. One of those being Charlie Day's Luigi. I thought he perfectly fit the character of Luigi. And just some of the things that we got to see Luigi do in this movie in the Darklands, that definitely felt like I would think would be the perfect way to do a Luigi's Mansion movie. Like, if we got a Luigi's Mansion movie and it was like the tone of that Darkland scene, I think that would be a very great movie to see. But I thought Charlie Day did a pretty good job in the role of Luigi. You also got Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach. I also thought she did a really good job with that role of Peach, and I thought she did a great job with the voice acting there. And I also really like how they went ahead and teased a little backstory for Peach and how she ended up in the Mushroom Kingdom as a child. And I really enjoyed some of like the little lore things that they have within the Mario movie universe, because I don't think we got an explanation of how Peach became like princess of the Mushroom Kingdom in the game. So it's great to see that here in the movies, and I really like a lot of stuff that we got to see with Princess Peach in this movie. But the best cast member of this movie has got to be, without a doubt, Jack Black as Bowser. Like, I thought he did a really good job as Bowser and really stole the show in this movie. Like, there are moments where Jack Black does the things he does as Bowser, and it's just great to see. And he does include some like musical numbers in this movie, and I know a lot of people really dig that Peaches song when that came out back in 2023. And we kind of had like a streak of Jack Black music in movies, whether it be Peaches in this movie, a year later with his cover of Baby One More Time from Kung Fu Panda 4, and then another year later with the Lava Chicken song from Minecraft. That doesn't seem to be happening again this year, but I thought he did a great job with not only the acting but also the musical performance of this movie, and Peaches is basically the only musical number you get in the Mario movie at all. So yeah, I really enjoyed this movie. There were a lot of things that I quite enjoyed about this movie and made it very fun and entertaining, but there are just some tiny little things that I just wasn't vibing with this movie. So let's go ahead and get right into the cons. Now, I know I ended off the pros by praising the voice actors of this movie, and a lot of them did a great job with their roles, but the one that I really wasn't that big on was Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. Now, don't get me wrong, I thought he did a good job with Donkey Kong and brought some kind of funny moments in this movie with Donkey Kong having beef with Mario. The thing I just really wasn't vibing with Seth Rogen's Donkey Kong was just kind of felt like that he just used his regular voice when acting as Donkey Kong. I mean, we even get that famous Seth Rogen laugh out of Donkey Kong one time in that movie, and it kind of took me back a bit, like, why is Donkey Kong laughing like Seth Rogen? Like, that was just kind of something that took me aback with the movie, but I still thought he did a good job with Donkey Kong, but that was kind of just like a little nitpick I have with the movie. The one thing that I don't consider a nitpick and a big con that I have with this movie is the fact that we have Luigi and Mario separated throughout the majority of this movie. I mean, this is a Super Mario Bros. Movie. You would expect Mario and Luigi to go on this adventure together, but no, they were separated for like the majority of the movie, and that kind of felt like a bit of a bummer, just because I did really enjoy the dynamic that Mario and Luigi had from like the opening of the movie whenever they were doing their first little job as plumbers for the new plumbing business. And I really liked that dynamic that Mario and Luigi had in the movie, and it was sad to see them separated throughout the majority of that runtime, but that is something that they're definitely seemingly to be fixing from what I've seen in the trailers for the Super Mario Galaxy movie. But I just kind of wish that they really didn't do the whole thing of Mario and Luigi being separated throughout the majority of the movie. But look, that really does not ruin the movie at all for me. I still found this to be a very fun and enjoyable movie that I really ended up liking. It was a really great theatrical experience when I saw this movie back in 2023, and I did see this in theaters, and it was just very fun and entertaining to see, and the visuals made it very good, and I definitely think that this is one of the best video game movies that we got. I won't say that it's as good or even better as like the Sonic trilogy. No, those movies are definitely way better than the Mario movie, but I would put the Mario movie in like the same tier as something like the Minecraft movie, where I had a lot of fun with that Minecraft movie, and I also had a lot of fun with this Mario movie, and that's really how I feel about the Mario movie, as I just found it to be very fun and entertaining, and it is in fact my second favorite movie of 2023. So for my scorecard, I'm gonna give the Super Mario Bros. Movie 5 stars, with the score out of 10 being 10 out of 10, with the percentage being 100%, with a grade of A+, with my final verdict being one of the best video game movies ever. But that was my review of the Super Mario Bros. Movie. I want to hear from you guys. What are you guys' thoughts on this movie? Go ahead and leave me your thoughts down in the comment section. And while you're at it, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and be sure to stay tuned on the channel for my spoiler-free review of the Super Mario Galaxy movie. That should be coming in a few days from me releasing this video. But until then, have a great day.